8,
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hey, happy Monday. So, Preston, I like what you're suggesting right there. So, we are going to take a poll. Well, let's see how long we can go before Comcast strikes and I get the little spinny wheel and you guys get frozen wrecks and, no audio. So, and Robbie will do his little performance art and freeze up every now and again just to mess with me. You see, like that. Okay.
You can count on me, Rex.
You got my back. Thank you. So what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great Batman day. If you joined us on the EXP for the, 19 hours and 39 minutes of programming, Kyle is, I think he said he was still 3/4 zombie, which means hopefully he'll still be able to enjoy Monday Night Football. Tacoma Geeks, listen, I got a message. We're gonna, Amy's going to send an email out soon. I apologize for that. It somehow got stuck in one of those weird places in shipping. I pulled the book. We have the book, and it's going out tomorrow to you, buddy. This would be the Spider-Man cover sketch. I apologize, Tacoma. I think, sometimes things happen. As perfect as Amy is, she can't be perfect all the time. So there we go. Now, it's on me probably. Probably something I did screw that up. So I can't even put that on Amy. The over-under at 6:11. All right, Stevie B. I'm writing that down. Stevie B says, let's see, 6:11. He puts Comcast. We'll strike again. All right.
I'm going to go 3:30.
Buddy?
I'm going to go 3:30 because it's already striking.
Did you just?
Yep, I think I won, guys. 3:30.
Wait, I don't know how you're doing this. 3:30, dude. The audio is not bad with your voice. Or are you messing with me? Are you doing that kind of dubbing thing? You're moving lips and then not saying anything.
No.
Jay.
Oh, he's right. You paused for a couple seconds there, and I just want to let everybody know it's not just Rex, because Friday it got so bad that Nick had to do the show from his phone.
Oh, wow.
But it's something with this office. Man, that is crazy. I can't believe Nick had to do the show with his phone. That must have been a MacGyver moment. Yeah, and weird Comcastic. Yeah, Comcastic. I like that. Comcast him right over the head.
But to answer your question, Rex, I've been fantastic.
Yes.
Things have been really great, and I want to take this opportunity right now to wish Jay, our ultra producer, a happy belated birthday. That's what I want to say.
That's right. Happy birthday, Jay. Happy birthday, my man. We appreciate you and everything that you do.
Thank you.
John,
I appreciate that.
Hey, Big John, I like that. Well played, sir. Well played. So what else did you do this weekend? I know you're very happy. Your Cowboys won again.
Cowboys won in nice fashion. So, I enjoyed watching that game yesterday. Had a great live stream after that. Saturday, I went and saw my friend who's a wrestler. He had a great performance because it was one of those things in the story where he had to go out really, really hard, and he got his tail kicked, and he took that beating and sold it. And that was awesome. And then Friday night, hung out with some friends watching some Saw movies, getting ready for Horror Fest, baby.
There you go. So, Preston, it's gone already, man. Robbie called it at what? What'd you call that?
It was 3:30 because I called it as it was happening, but so that was kind of cheating. So I don't win anything. However, it was 3:30 today.
And you weren't going to win anything anyway, so it's not cheating at all. So, now who did your Cowboys play?
The Jets, man. Those poor Jets.
I'm surprised. I really thought Aaron Rodgers would post some numbers. Oh, wait, That's right. You guys played against Zach. Yeah.
We
I
also
wouldn't be
played
too-
against an incredible defense, actually, Rex, who was stopping our run for a moment and still wound up winning and knocking 30 points on the board. Come on, y'all. It's legit. That's Dallas defense is dominant.
Yeah.
And it is legit this year, y'all.
Let me ask you a question. How many field goals did you kick? Hey, you
5.
got a kicker.
Dude went 5 for 5. Yeah, that was awesome. You know, this was the first time I think that we've had this many points scored in the first 2 games in like 20 years or something. It's great. It's great. Your Eagles won though, right? Who did y'all play?
Guys not punching in. That was. We play tonight.
Oh, y'all are playing tonight. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Remember, we played Sunday and we had Thursday. So
no, I don't remember your schedule. I'm sorry, brother.
No. Listen, hey, we'll see. Okay, I mean, you have to be honest. The Cowboys are known for coming out of the gate. Oh, wow, this is it. And then what happens? Even Jerry Jones is saying it. He's not even getting on the bandwagon right now.
That's actually a good sign, Rex, that he's not getting on the bandwagon right
part
now.
2.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that is a good sign.
But it seems like you're fine now. No, I'll tell you what, man. I don't want to overreact. I don't like to overreact early in the season. But I think that defense could possibly win us the championship this year. We'll see what happens, though. Our first big real test is going to be October 8th.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not super excited, okay, about so Spilios asked me, they play the Bucks on the 25th. No, yeah, they weren't playing tonight. I'm crazy. Who's playing tonight? That's why John asked. The Bucks. That should be a good game. I like Baker Mayfield, to be quite honest. I think, look, your defense, you played against 2 offensively poor teams. But what I think is very, very telling that I think you guys can be optimistic about is Dak Prescott. His accuracy looked great, okay, against good defenses. That's important.
CD looked really good too. CD looked really good. All those receivers looked really good. So
yeah, that I think you guys could really be. Your defense.
I wasn't on board with Mike McCarthy calling plays, but I feel like Dak's more comfortable out there right now. But I don't know. I'm obviously a Cowboys homer, so my view is skewed.
Yeah, no. I hear what you're saying. I mean, listen. We all good fun and all, but truth of the matter is, I mean, I think you guys have something to be optimistic about. I think in the last couple of games, watching Dak Prescott not throw any INTs, any pick sixes, and he's been really on target. I think that's a big thing. And the other big thing I thought I saw the last couple of games is he's getting the ball out really fast, and I think that's made a critical difference. Okay. Yeah. It's cut down on his sacks. It's cut down on him trying to make something happen with his feet. I think that I will give McCarthy credit. Whatever he's doing, it's quick after the snap. Get rid of the football, and that I think could be a huge help.
Yeah. Our first real test is going to be on the 8th when we go up against San Francisco on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a really interesting game to see. But man, Micah last night. Wow, Micah was feasting, man.
He did. Micah Parsons looked really good. I got to admit, you're right about that. But other than that, so you watch a little football, watch a little horror films, worked a little bit, I'm sure.
Yep, and, Batman Day and all that, right?
Yeah. And so, what's coming up tonight for you?
Oh, tonight for Horror Fest, we're talking about one of my favorites. This is a very exciting conversation we're going to have about Sleepaway Camp, starring Felissa Rose. Very excited about this one.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, if you've never seen it, I would highly encourage you to check it out. You still have Peacock, I'm assuming, because you've never canceled it from your Olympic coverage. If you still haven't done that, have you?
No, and now something else is on too, I think.
Football? Okay.
Is it the new Indiana Jones movie? Is that on Peacock? Something's coming out that I want to watch.
Surely that's on Disney, right? That's Lucasfilm, so that should be on Disney.
I don't know. Something was coming out on Peacock I know I wanted to watch.
Yeah, we're not going to
So-
spoil it for you, Rex, but I would highly encourage you to get on Peacock and watch Sleepaway Camp and don't look up the ending because it's one of the most shocking endings of any horror film from that era.
I never do that. Okay. If I'm watching something, I'm watching something. I'm not Googling or anything like that. So, other than that, all right, we're going to get to the first books in a second. Other than that, only highlight of my weekend is we played in a charity tournament, which was very, very cool. We played because a good friend of mine runs a team in Staten Island Saints, and he is retired, a former retired New York City fireman. So we did the Tunnel to Towers tournament in Staten Island. It's really nice. Right up against the Hudson, the fields, which seems to me to be a complete waste of real estate, but whatever. It's not up to me. Nice tournament, great cause. So I just wanted to mention that. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, pretty quiet weekend. So how about them Cowboys? Oh my God! The last time you guys were any good, Jimmy Johnson. Hey, dude, is he still not in the Dallas Hall of Fame? And that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
What do they call it? You guys call it the Wall of Honor or whatever the hell you guys call it over there?
Something like that, right? I don't know, but it's a shame that they had that beef because it ended what should have been a continuing legacy and dynasty, in my opinion. But
Jerry Jones said what when Jimmy Johnson was inducted in the Hall? He said he was going to put him, on the Wall of Fame or whatever. And he still hasn't done it. And I got to be honest with you, it makes Jerry Jones look so petty.
Yeah, it does.
The man's in camp. You're not going to put him on the wall? Are you kidding? All of football feels he's worthy of being in the Hall of Fame, but not on the Dallas Wall of Fame? What?
Well, don't forget, Jerry thinks he's the reason why he won those championships. So,
yeah, okay. I don't know. Jimmy Johnson leaves, you don't win another one. Well, what? Barry Switzer, right? Does that 1 year right after Jimmy Johnson left.
Yeah. You don't have to.
He built that team, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy
right?
built the team. Yes, absolutely.
Right. And then they had Barry Switzer come in for that interim. No, it was a different field in Staten Island, my friend. So Cornelius the squirrel has become a resident of New Jersey, and that's what the shelter knows, and that's all they know. Okay. That squirrel did not come from Staten Island, so it's between me, Robbie, John, and everybody in the group. So please keep it quiet. Don't let them know. All right, so let's get started. So Jay, let me ask you, buddy, did you have enough of a chance? I haven't seen Ron in here, so hopefully Ron's feeling better. All right, so where do you want me to start, my man?
You can start you can start anywhere. I got the prices in there in time.
All right, cool. All right, so where are we going to start? So let's start with Dynamite 10-pack Regional Set. As always, we have this for everybody in the group. 10 random Dynamite titles, cover price of $3.99 or higher, and we've got all 10 titles for $5. If it's the only thing you purchase, we can send it $5 media mail. Keep the cost down. Hey, Ron, what's going on, buddy? How you feeling, man? I know you were feeling well last week, so I'm hoping you're feeling better and managed to shake whatever you had. So now that Ron's in the house, we've kind of been going to sketch covers first, just to help our buddy Ron out, because I know that's what he's always looking for. So we'll get to that first. I had 10-pack on. So that's what we're going to do, Jay. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. First up, we got Spawn number 339, signed with Spawn cover sketch by our buddy Ken Haeser. Suggested retail of $99.99, and we've got the one tonight, 5-star at $50.
I love me a nice Ken Haeser Spawn cover, especially with that Kirby crackly necroplasm going on behind him. I love it.
Yeah, Ken add a little bit.
Oh, you're glitching, Rex. I never heard Kirby Crackle take so long to say.
Green Lantern number.
Hold on just a second, Rex.
He's just still going. I love it.
Did I go out again?
Yeah, I think I caught Green Lantern 13.
Yeah, but that's not the point. This really, I got you, Tacoma. Man, that really burns my butt. Are you kidding me? Could you see me? Could you hear me, Robbie?
I could hear you in tiny little bits. It sounded like that's what was going on, Rex. It's just, no surprise, right?
Ed Weird. That's a good one, Ed Weird. Yeah, that what Ed Weird said. I was just trying to demonstrate what Kirby Crackle heard like.
Man. I like that. This Green Lantern book, though, looks amazing, in my opinion. I love this.
Yeah, it's very cool. So this is one that the guys pulled out for me deep in the depths of the dungeon, otherwise known as a warehouse. Okay, truth of the matter is they found it in one of the long boxes in one of the satellite warehouses. They brought it to me. So, all right, so we have this available. Suggested retail of $99.99. It is numbered, believe it or not, because most of our sketch covers are not. This one is number 77 of only 100 that our buddy Ken did. We have it tonight for $69.99. All right. And then next up, we have Detective Comics number 1000, signed with Batman cover sketch by our buddy Paul, our new buddy, Paul Maitland. I love this one. Man, that is some airbrush madness. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it tonight for $89 for 1989 and Michael Keaton. That
nice.
Looks like the Keaton Batman, wouldn't you say?
Looks like what?
The Keaton Batman.
It looks a little bit like the Keaton Batman, but there's something about it that makes me think of Val Kilmer for some reason.
Oh, there you go. So,
which I actually like Val Kilmer as Batman. I'll be honest. I mean, I like Keaton as well, but I really like Val Kilmer.
I really like Val Kilmer as well, but that was a really bad movie.
Hey, I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever. I'm just saying that Val Kilmer was a better Batman than most of us like to remember, I would say. I like Batman Forever, but I don't know. That movie came out when I was like 15.
Blonde. Bruce Wayne is not blonde. They couldn't have dyed his hair for it. Come on, man.
Well, Barry Allen's supposed to be blonde. You didn't seem to mind that, right? And James Bond's not supposed to be blonde.
Well, I was just amazed that movie even got made, okay, with all the controversy. So at that point, okay, you want me to accept Ezra Miller as a good guy, okay? Barry Allen, good guy. Even though in the press he did all this stuff. Okay, I can suspend that. Okay, so the hair thing was not a big deal. Gotcha, Ron. So the hair thing was not a big deal for me.
Well, even your beloved Grant Gustin wasn't blonde, but, it's not the color of the hair that makes the character, right?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Well, maybe if you're Psylocke and you have purple hair and something different, but I don't know. I liked Val Kilmer as Batman.
So Stevie B says it looks a little bit more like Christian Bale. From American Psycho.
Tell me, do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
What?
I said, tell me, do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
All right. Next up, we've got Star Wars Poe Dameron, number 1, signed with Mandalorian and Grogu cover sketch by Brandon and Brian Frey. They are new. I think we started showing their stuff last week, I want to say. Really like what the two brothers are doing. Great, clean work. I mean, it's really nice stuff. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $77. And if you've been watching this show a long time and you don't know why we priced it at $77, you don't know us.
Yeah.
Or you're drinking way too much during the drinking challenges that we have on the game. The games that we have on the show.
Well, the reason, in case anybody doesn't know, is that obviously 1977 was the year that Oscar Isaac debuted as Poe Dameron and The Mandalorian started. So that's why.
No, that's not why.
Ron says that in Ian Fleming's original novels, James Bond was blonde. I didn't know that. I've never read those novels.
I did not know that either. I guess I.
So why did everybody give so much crap to Daniel Craig, and everybody's like, "Oh, James blonde"? They must not have known either. And
weird, and I still have those disco pants. flaring out at the bottom. And I have a hair blow dryer as well, but I don't use it for obvious reasons. All right. So next up, we got Captain America number 695, signed with Captain America versus Hydra cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza, with the patented Nicieza blood splatter, if you will. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we have this one available for $69.99.
Very cool.
That is pretty cool. Yeah,
well, the thing I like the most is the black star behind him. That actually makes the figure pop, and it breaks up that blood splatter. It looks different, and I like how it goes behind the logo, which is cool.
So, I gotta say, our friend Joe Del Beato does all the sketches, and then Mariano, obviously inks it out, and colors it. But the thing about it is, before he and Joe Del Beato coordinate what they're doing, Mariano actually spends a lot of time coming up with what they're going to put on. So really, art direction is Mariano, and then Joe with his phenomenal talent then puts that idea to paper, and then comes Mariano. Mariano does the inking and the coloring, which we've shown. And I'm going to ask you guys out there, all the viewers that are out there, and especially the regulars like Ron or whatever, and Tacoma, would you like to see one of our shows, maybe on a Wednesday, have half the items be sketch covers, and maybe once again invite Ken Haeser? I haven't even asked him, or Mariano definitely would come in and do his thing. Ron, gotcha, buddy. So curious if you guys want that to happen, because I've been talking to Mariano, and we thought it'd be neat. It's always neat to see them do their thing live, because I can't do it. I think probably one of the most amazing things is watching Ken Haeser and the way he does it.
Me, I'm always down for Ken and Mariano to join us, because anything to break up the monotony of you and John, that's great. That's fantastic to me.
Whoa! Are you watching? Did Robbie just go there? Oh my God! That's it. How do I rescind my vote for best hair? There's got to be a
Oh, so you already voted? Thank you.
Not anymore. I'm pulling my vote.
You're going to go reach out? I want to change my vote, please.
I'm going to find whoever you're competing with in that category the most awful hair, okay, compared to all the other nominees. And I'm voting for that guy. Okay? Best show, all that. I'm taking it all down. I'm retracting all my votes now.
Yeah, Marcus is right, though. No way. Screech is the one that breaks up the flow nowadays. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck with that, boys. Let's see. It's weird. Yeah, fair enough. I love to see him do his magic as well. It's always amazing to me when I watch Ken work. He doesn't look up the picture literally. We put a stack of books there, blanks, and we go, okay, and he brings his his markers and pens or whatever, pencils, whatever, and we go, okay, can you do this? He goes, yeah, I can do that. Then we're chatting, whatever, we're doing our thing on the show, and he starts. No computer, no phone, nothing. Just starts, sketching it out, and all of a sudden, before the end of the show, you have a sketch cover. It's absolutely amazing. I'm always amazed when I see him do that. It's just it's crazy. Tacoma, we can do that as well. So something special though, we have to kind of figure out before. We can't just say, hey Ken, do something special, okay? All right. So Ron would like to see Haeser come in, but I would also like to see Ken offer up more full figure and possibly wraparound CCAs on the show. Okay, let me see. So that is a request from our buddy Ron. All right, so full figure wraparound. Got it. All right, so I want to throw that out there, see if it Sketcher statue. There you go. That's not a bad idea either. Starlight cover. What Starlight cover, Preston? Preston, do me a favor. Can you send me Amy an email? I didn't realize there was anything that you were still waiting on. Are you talking about from Ken Haeser? I think you might be talking from Ken Haeser. Yeah, that might be what we're talking about. I know. It is. Ken does so many different things, like covers for a lot of our Dynamite titles. We have sketch covers. Gotcha, Preston. All right, make a note.
He just posted up on his Facebook page yesterday or the day before, like he's been working on for you guys some Void Rivals, Jetfire commission cover art, and they look amazing. They look great.
I like to monopolize them and only have them do stuff for our show, but unfortunately, I've been told I can't do that. So, all right, got you, Ron. I'm going to make that suggestion. First, I got to see when he's available to come in. If as we were starting to talk about, he's a pretty busy dude. We got him doing a lot of stuff for the company, not just for the EXP. And I'd love to monopolize him and have him only do EXP stuff, but unfortunately, the Dynamite covers, because he does do sketch covers for us that go into previews at Diamond. So he has to fill those, and so he's been pulled a lot of ways. So I appreciate it when he can carve out the time and do something.
I'll get those notifications sometimes when I'm at work and I look at our special orders for the week, and I'll look through the list and I'll see that occasionally that somebody's ordered a Dynamic Forces Ken Haeser sketch cover, and I'm just like, hey, I know that guy.
So also, just so everyone knows, if you purchase anything from the EXP, there will be a discount code for you. And that discount code can be used on Dynamic Forces website. And you can purchase some of these things that Ken has done for us, okay, and get a 10% discount. But it'll be on your invoice. I know a couple of people got it, I forget who, last week. So we'll print it out on the invoice. You can put in that coupon code, and it'll take 10% off your order on the DF website. All right, so that is another way to get Ken Haeser stuff that we can't necessarily get our hands on immediately. Kapow, the slab giveaways, we did not do what we normally do because processing was taking us a little too long. So they went out. John, you guys, these people forgot. I drink. Thank you, Tacoma Geeks. Yeah, Big John Spilios. Really? Do you expect me to remember something from 6 months ago? Big John, email me and Amy, buddy. We'll look into it. We will. So Kapow. So we were not doing what we normally do with purchases. We were just sending them out. So if there's one that you did not get, email us, or the submission form, which is pinned at the top of the chat. You can go ahead and fill out the submission form with your question. That will automatically send an email out to us as well. All right. But I do remember yours specifically because, Kapow, I believe you are international, if that's correct. So, just email me. Or if you have my email or Amy's email, go ahead and email us directly, no problem. Okay. And we will respond to your email and figure out what's going on. Okay. You got it, Kapow. All right. So I lost track. That was a bad one. Tacoma, yes. I promise you the coupon code was well thought out. Hey, Tom Bishop, what's up? So, but you can use it on the DF website. Your entire purchase, whatever it is, will have 10% off. Lyle, what's going on, buddy? All right, so we got through the cover sketches. I'm going to do a quick recap of what's left. Oh, I forgot. Jay, we have to take a break, don't we?
Yes.
Okay. See, so that's why John Spilios, I don't remember what you wanted 6 months ago, dude. I can't even remember I'm supposed to take a break. All right, stay with us. We'll be back in a couple minutes with more books and more talk. All right, see you in a minute.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find a link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.
All right, we're back. All right, so you know what? I almost forgot. So we have this Death of Venomverse 150 ratio incentive comic. Now, what's the problem with it? There is a slight tear at the top, right? Let's see if you can see it. See, slight tear at the top. So we're looking at this thing and we've decided we're just going to give it away. So whoever wants it, first person to claim it, it's theirs. Easy peasy.
I like that. That's really cool.
Oh, you do have a pick. All right, cool. I wasn't sure if you did or not, Jay. Cool. All right, so basically,
oh, sorry, Rex. The yellow mark that's at the top, that's where the rip is at.
Ah, okay. So, yeah, there's a tear. All right, Tacoma Geeks, you got it, buddy. Sorry, Triple B, you missed it by like half a second, and you spelled claim wrong. You were typing so fast.
Clayum.
It's a clum. Preston, I'm sorry, buddy. No, it's not a drawing like that. We're giving it away. It's just like a claim item. First person to claim it, and it was Tacoma Geeks. So there you go. All right. So what kind of Post-it note was it, man? All right. So
That was like a heavy duty one, man.
What, did you add Gorilla Glue under the Post-it note? Is that what happened? So yeah, it's a slight tear. So all right, congratulations Tacoma for being quick on the keyboard. Okay, so who was second? It was Clum, wasn't it? Okay,
Yes.
Triple B, you buddy.
It was Clum.
Tony B says he has that one, so he's giving it up to Triple B. So Triple B, it's coming to you, buddy. All right. So Dwayne's a pain. If you're in the house, yeah, just click on that one for the free gift from the Fat Jacks show, if you would. All right, so cool. Why does it feel like my I am so far behind. How did I get that far behind? There we are. Now we're live. Okay. So all right. So you got it, Triple B. So all right. Quick recap of the cover sketches that are left. We still have Green Lantern number 13 signed with Star Sapphire cover sketch by Ken Haeser. It is number 77, only 100 that he did. Suggested retail of $99.99, and we have the one available for $69.99. All right, then we have Captain America number 695 signed with Captain America versus Hydra cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we have the one available for $69.99.
And see, what you don't actually realize is that that star behind him is not trying to represent the star on Captain America's chest or the United States of America American flag, but it is actually, in fact, a Dallas Cowboys star.
No, that is not true at all.
I actually got to agree with Rex on that. That's not true.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't think I've ever seen Amy make that face. Okay, so you, Robbie, sir, are making it up. Okay, so Amy looks like she has some original art. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to help.
So Screech
out
is
Nick and
throwing
give
his
us the
thumb out
preview.
at me, and I don't know what.
Why are
it
you
means.
interrupting me?
Hit the thumbs up.
Okay, so Amy is not
Rude.
happy. Yeah. Do you want a metal cover? Oh, wait, here's a trank gun.
Anyway, I'm giving Nick a hand because we got to show off this really nice Spider-Man cover.
This is amazing, by the way.
Check it out. And guess what? It's going to be on the art show this Friday. And it's going to be best offer starting at, hear me out, $1.
Yeah, but tell everyone what it's valued at. Marcus, we ain't crazy, bro. Okay, and we haven't been drinking.
How much this is valued at? Do you remember how much this is valued at?
A lot of money, more than $1. I can say that.
Oh, $18,000. Nick
There
just
you
shouted
go.
across.
All
$18,000.
this
And we're starting it off at $1,
All
guys.
this
Like
technology, and we still communicate in this office the same way my mom used to. Yo, get in here!
if you have, guess what? The rules changed, so no matter who's in the room, if you want it, come and get it. If you
Wait,
want
we're
this?
doing this now?
No, on Friday.
Friday.
Friday. If you want this
Yes,
Spider-Man
that is
piece,
correct. There has to be 100 people in the room, though, right?
Nick just told me we're not gonna
I
wait
don't
on that
know.
anymore.
But you didn't tell me that. Time.
It's a very cool cover. John
Time
Romita Jr.
out.
It's the latest issue of Spider-Man that debuts this week, so it's perfect timing as well.
You're screwing Amy up with this.
All right.
Thank you, Nick.
All right. Play on. Nick is here.
So
But Nick, we
there you
changed-
go, Bic Narucci.
Again, but Nick, we changed the rule, right?
I
There
know
is-
him. I know that guy, Vic.
There is,
I know that
there's
guy,
only
Vic.
one rule. It starts at $1. I decided that I need to reward the fans that are here every week, so I'm not putting any limitation on it.
All right.
There you go, guys.
So
See?
it's just going
Proof.
to be.
Start at $1.
All right.
Best
so there we
offer
go.
wins. It's an $18,000 cover, and Amy made the joke that she's hoping hardly anybody bids so that she can see me cry.
Wow. Will you video that? Please.
That's cold.
We'll go viral. Watch a grown man cry. TikTok it. Okay. Grown man cry. Because an $18,000 piece of art.
I know now I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see who's gonna get it.
I'm really scared. And as CJ said, yes, another fake seal.
It's weird. Let me tell you, if he starts crying and she doesn't TikTok it, okay, she will have to deal with me on Monday.
Oh, trust me, if she doesn't, Jay or Kyle will.
Let me say
All right,
this.
whoever's producing it will have.
They will have the button.
Yeah.
So let me say this. If it gets to true value, though, Nick, okay, as a bidding Fast and Furious, and it gets to close to true value, will you wear the red pants?
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
Marcus, that one's for you, buddy.
If it hits true value, the Friday after, I'll take in the picture of me with a perm when I was in high school.
That
Yes.
might be better than the pants. That might be better
No,
than the
trust
pants.
me, that is way better than red
A
pants.
perm.
Perm
Yes.
Nick. I want it.
Long afro type of perm?
Not
Or,
full blown. It was a freaking South Philly Dago perm.
hey, this is a family show, man.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to see the perm.
I do. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
fine,
vote.
fine,
Who
you
wants to
can.
see the perm? I do. Robbie? Yep. Jay?
I had hair back then.
You still have hair now.
I know I don't usually count for these, but yes, I would love to see that.
Thank you. So throughout the show, if you'd like to see,
Okay. So this is what I'll do. I'll take the picture of me with the perm in on Friday, and if we have 100 people in the room, I'll show the photo of the perm.
Okay, that's fair.
Or if we get to $18,000.
All right. So true value on the artwork, or we get up to 100 people in the room, and we will see the perm photo. Now, Jay, I will scan and send it to you. I know you're a technical guy.
Bell bottoms and platform.
Oh, that would just be a bonus. I know you're a real good tech guy, so I'm gonna want you to sharpen up the resolution on that. Okay, as tight as you can make it.
Look at what Thomas Bishop wrote.
Something to look forward to for Friday. Yes. All right.
Is John at home watching Avatar 2 again?
No, actually, John has a really good excuse today. About the only time his wife's birthday is tonight. Happy birthday, which I'm sure she's not watching. Okay, but John might be watching at the restaurant as they're having dinner. Okay, to convey the.
Eddie, I will screen capture that and TikTok it. I have 4 days to make 40 fake accounts.
You go, boy. I have faith in you. You can make it happen.
Eddie Von B, if you're gonna do that to me, at the very least, you better have 40 thumbs up. If you're gonna do that to me, that's okay. You know what? I got to do what's best for the experience.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to go back. I'm going to partially go back to rule number 1. If we get 100 people in the room, or if we hit $18,000 true value or higher, I will show the photo of the perm the week after, because we got to get people to come in 2 weeks in a row. So it'll be the week after. I have to do what's best for.
John says check your phone.
How about we see Nick with a perm and wearing his hammer pants? I know there are photos. There are not photos unless you Photoshop them.
You know, all I wish was we had video like we have now, because we all know.
Oh, thank God.
We all know Nick did the MC Hammer dance.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
Don't lie.
No, I
Don't
didn't.
lie.
No, I didn't.
The last person to see him do it must have died. That's why I'm sticking to that story.
Go back to what I was doing.
Really?
Real work.
Hey, Amy. Isn't it exciting? Don't you want to see Nick with a perm from like 30 years ago?
Well,
honestly, no.
It is really, really, really terrible. I don't know what me and my friends were thinking. And hey, guess Nick, what? It took 3 months to get rid of it.
You had to change your pillow sheets and everything, right? Your pillowcase. How many people would have to be in the room for you to get a new perm currently?
Oh, I like it. You go, boy. That was a good one.
We would need how many subscribers do you have?
Who, me or the EXP?
You.
Or almost 17,000 now. We just crossed 17K. So,
if we get 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, I will get a new perm.
Oh man, I really like that.
Wait, what's the number?
100,000.
Come on, people. Call your friends, your relatives. I don't care, man. We got to see this, right?
Oh, Preston, that was what we were thinking. That was. You saw. Nah, it worked for 2 of my friends, not me. Listen, you can't put a lipstick on the pig. Ugly is ugly. Perm did not work for me. It worked for everybody else.
Yes, it is. And Jay, I want you to earmark that portion of the video, please, in case we need to refer back to it. If all of a sudden we get to 100K and Nick gives, I'm too busy. I can't get a perm.
If there's any hint that it's bots, that disqualifies it. Somebody hit the bat signal. Say, Sinner 24.
What's up, buddy?
In the wild.
I know. And yeah, Amy just walked out on us. Because...
Dude, I'm already ready to cry. Do you see a tear coming down my eye?
Amy, get your phone.
Whatever, Nick. You got that Ferrucci Riz. Oh my God. No, dude, trust me. It was like what Richard Marx back then and other
the singer?
The Hooters.
Like, oh my God, Richard Marx had the big hair too. Yeah. So you had the big hair?
Let's just say I had a lot of hair.
Oh man.
Come on, people. 100,000, please. I'm begging you.
You guys ever watch New Jack City?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Remember the Italian guy whose ponytail got cut off? I had a ponytail that long too once.
Oh man, that's awesome, Nick.
Now we gotta talk about the wardrobe.
Such an Italian thing to do. Such an Italian thing to do.
Now we gotta check out the wardrobe.
Well, what do we got to do to get? What do we got to do? What do we got to do to get Rex to show us the photo of him with a mullet from back in the day? I'm wondering now. Like, what are we gonna?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I never had a mullet.
Did you have a rat tail or anything?
No, you never had a rat tail. What made you think that?
I don't know. It just seemed like you'd be the kind of guy. You were in the baseball card industry. Seemed like you'd have a mullet back then. I don't know.
Okay, so
I hated Achy Breaky Heart, by the way.
Rex.
Buttafuoco. All right, what are you saying now?
Can we sell some books, please? We have bills to pay.
If we sell out of every book tonight, do we get some kind of something? Like,
yes. I will.
Can we get Rex's sophomore high school yearbook photo?
Oh,
Can we
no,
get
I'm not volunteering or anything. He's the one who came and started volunteering stuff. No.
It can't just always be on Nick, though, Rex. Sometimes you got to throw in, too. You know, we need an embarrassing photo
you want
of
to
you.
be president of the company, this is what you got to do with, all right? This is the kind of crap you got to deal with.
You got to pay the cost to be the
That's
boss.
way above my pay grade, people. I'm going to need to get a raise and a promotion in order to show my high school yearbook photos.
The craziest thing was in high school when I went to Wildwood, New Jersey with my buddies. I was the first one to get an earring. We're like 15, 16 years old. So I got an earring, so all my friends got an earring. I went home. My mom saw the earring. She said, "You're taking that out now." I said, "Mom, I'm tired. I'm just going to go to bed." She followed me upstairs and yanked the earring. I don't know how she yanked it out without ripping my ear. Somehow she just went, and I was just like, next time I'm taking it out myself.
Oh my God.
Aren't you glad that back when we were kids, there was no social media?
Thank God.
Right?
Are you kidding me? All right. Oh my God. Could you imagine?
No.
Okay.
No.
I got to tell you, I had an issue I had to deal with my daughter's softball team, and the parents and stuff. Somebody from another team posted stuff that was inappropriate. Yeah. Everybody was freaking out and they're all calling me. Dude, I thought back, if there was social media in our day, oh my God, dude.
Well,
they'd be coming up with torches and pitchforks looking for us, man.
Some stuff deserves to be called out. I'm talking about for the stuff that didn't deserve to be called out, that all of a sudden everybody's like misconstruing.
Yeah, you do stupid things. You know?
Like me wearing an earring, getting a perm. Right now, I'm wondering how fast I can show it on the air without anybody screen capturing it.
You're going to get called out for that. And anyway.
Nick was a new kid.
I hate to break this to you. We would have to scan it. Send it to JD.
No.
What do you mean no? They're the producers. No. That's the only way it works. It's got to be done that way.
Amazing. Guys aren't all. All guys' photos are embarrassing. Hold on. No, I was in the wannabe kids on the block, not the new kids on the block. The wannabe.
True enough. All right. Thank you, Jay. now we got Jay keeping us on track. All right. So we're going to start with some high grade Bronze Age books. All right. So here we go. Man, we got to get this photo, dude. Some way, somehow, man. And weird. Although I'd like to see it, I'm smart enough not to tell anybody, okay? Because, you can find stuff online now, man. You can't give out too much info. All right, so here we go. Starting out with Howard the Duck, #1 from 1976. It is an 8.0. And we've got this one for $52. All right.
Very nice.
So now we have Howard the Duck, #12 from 1977. First cameo appearance of Kiss. It is a 9.2. And we've got this one for $60.
Nice. Very important issue, y'all. Very important.
Yeah, no doubt, right? All right, and then we have Howard the Duck. That was #12. Now we have Howard the Duck, #13 from 1977. First full appearance of Kiss. It is a 9.2, and we've got this one for 60.
This Howard the Duck book was amazing back in the day. Some great satire work from Steve Gerber, some great artwork from Gene Colan. Really great stuff.
Agreed. All right, so now we're going to jump to Incredible Hulk, number 250.
Wow.
1980. It is 9.2, first appearance of Sabra, and Silver Surfer appearance as well. It is 9.2, and we have this one for 70.
I love this cover. I like the coloring in it, and I just like the composition of it. There's something really cool about this. Do you know who did the cover on this? Anybody?
I do not. But does anybody out there know?
I know somebody in the chat does, because we have the most amazing chat. So
we do. That much is for sure. All right. So next one we've got is Incredible Hulk number 255 from 1981. It is a 9.2, and it is a Thor appearance.
Oh, that's cool too.
All right.
You know, that's one book I've never read all the way through. Like, I've read every issue of Spider-Man, every issue of Fantastic Four, every issue of Captain America,
okay,
Iron Man.
Marcus knows. Al Miller.
Nice. I have never read every issue of The Incredible Hulk. I definitely want to do that one day.
All right. So then next up, we've got Incredible Hulk number 271 from 1982. It is a 9.2. First appearance of Rocket Raccoon. And we've got this one for $260. And this is a beautiful 9.2.
Well, it's the first comic book appearance, right? Because he's in the Marvel magazine before this. But this is his second and first actual. A lot of people consider this his first appearance. So,
correct. You are correct, sir.
Cool stuff.
All right. So
look how weird he looks on that cover, though, Rocket Raccoon. Like, it's a completely different character nowadays. But the whole thing is still there, though, even in the early days.
So, yeah, I noticed that, too, when I was pulling the book out. I was like, wow, that's how he started.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next up, we have Incredible Hulk number 272 from 1982. Third appearance, Rocket Raccoon. Wendigo appearance. This is a newsstand edition. It is a 9.2, and we have this one for 75.
Nice. You know, the Sasquatch from the Alpha Flight should have won Best Hair one year. Look at that. Look at that perfect, like, just like glorious hair he's got there.
You really are hair obsessed. Tacoma, which one are you asking about, buddy? Let me know. If you're talking about the Rocket Raccoon, that one is number 271. If that was the one you were asking about, buddy. Fat Chewbacca. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so then next up, we've got Incredible Hulk number 330. First McFarlane Hulk. It's a 9.2. And we've got this one for $42.
The start of a run that just completely leaped Todd McFarlane into stardom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so next up we have Incredible Hulk number 377 from 1991. First appearance, Professor Hulk. First printing. It is 9.2, and we have this one for $40.
Part of that legendary Peter David run. What, 12 years on the title? Legendary.
All right. So then we have Incredible Hulk Annual number 6 from 1977. First appearance, Paragon, who becomes her. It is a 7.5, and we have this one for $25. Oh, excuse me. All right, so I'm going to do a quick recap before we have to go to our next break. The last bit of the show, Screech is going to come in and go over the Dynamic Forces books for previews real quick. All right, so here we go. So we had Howard the Duck, number 1 from 1976. It's an 8.0, and we have the one for $52. Then we had Howard the Duck, number 12 from 1977. First cameo appearance, Kiss, the band. It is a 9.2, and we have the one for $60. Then we had Howard the Duck, number 13 from 1977. First full appearance of Kiss, the band Kiss. It is a 9.2, and we have that one for $65. Then we had Incredible Hulk number 250 from 1950, first appearance of Sabra. Silver Surfer appearance. It is 9.2, and we have the one for $70.
With an Al Milgrom cover.
With an Al Milgrom cover, exactly. Hey, Mill Skills, what's going on, buddy? All right. Then we have Incredible Hulk number 255 from 1981. Thor appearance. It's a 9.2, and we have that one for $24.
Collecting Dude, I would answer that question. Howard versus Daffy versus Donald. Who wins? Disney, because now they own two of those three.
Good point. Good point. All right. So then we had Incredible Hulk number 271 from 1982. First comic appearance of Rocket Raccoon. It is 9.2, and we have the one for $260. Mill Skills, no problem, buddy. We are just going through the bronze high-grade books right now, and we'll have some Marvel team-ups after we get back from the break. So you didn't really miss that much, buddy. All right. So then Incredible Hulk number 272. Third appearance, Rocket Raccoon. Wendigo appearance. It's newsstand edition. It is a 9.2, and we have the one for $75.
You know, looking at it a little bit closer, Sasquatch could use a little bit of volumizer. You know, it's a little flat at the top there.
I don't even know what that is. All right. So then we have Incredible Hulk number 330 from 1987. First McFarlane Hulk. It is a 9.2. And we have this one for $42.
Why is he beating up the cast of Cocoon right here, man? What's going on there?
Cocoon. I haven't seen that movie in years. All right. Then we have Incredible Hulk number 377 from 1991. First appearance of Professor Hulk. First printing, 9.2. And we've got that one for $40. And then finally, we have Incredible Hulk Annual number 6 from 1977. First appearance Paragon, who becomes her. 7.5, and we have that one for $25. All right, so that brings us up to speed on the Howard the Ducks and the Incredible Hulks. We're going to go to our next break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay with us.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
we're back. Center 24. I agree. I really liked the Howard the Duck movie, but by everyone's admission, it was not a quote unquote box office success by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly they would have. Oh, excuse me. Certainly they would have made a 2 if they could have. But I enjoyed them.
It didn't go very well. I didn't. I think I liked it when I was younger, but then I watched it as an adult and I just didn't really like it. Produced by George Lucas, though.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of people don't remember. Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. So, but whatever. So, when Nick came in, he touched on the thing about social media. So, quick story, and I would like to get everybody's opinion on this, right? So, we play a team, or we did play a team 2 weekends ago. And some of the players on our current team came from that team, and there was definitely bad blood, okay? I don't have any bad blood with the coach or the organization. So we scrimmaged, and we ended up tying, but it was a scrimmage. So, on our side, I don't know what he did. We kind of didn't really create a roster to win. Well, one of our girls falls down. Okay, nowadays, everybody's got their cameras up on the backstop and they're videotaping everything. So one of the dads took the clip, created what they called a blooper reel, and posted it on Facebook. And the mom caught wind of it. Now, all of those people, they live in the same town. And posted it on Facebook. And she got really upset and tried to get it taken down. And finally, I have to get involved because they called me, right? So I reached out to the other coach, which, we know each other. I'm like, look, I'm very disappointed to find out that this was posted on your team's website. And I know that the mom is upset and she wants to take it down. And I would ask that you take it down immediately. Okay. And that, I have, as a coach, as a softball dad, as a tournament director, I have always treated other teams and their players with respect. And I've raised my daughter to do the same. So I'm shocked that this happened. And I would ask that it be removed immediately. And if it hasn't been removed already, I would ask, why hasn't it? Okay, so I'm curious to other people's opinion, because apparently the rumor mill says this coach was going around to his other coaches, showing them the video, going, what's the big deal? And I was there. It isn't a really big deal per se, but it obviously was an embarrassing moment for a 13-year-old girl who did not feel good about it. And I don't think, I have no problem with blooper reels, but why don't you put up blooper reels of your own team, of your own players? Why are you putting them on your team site of a girl on our team? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, and I know, Rex, that you have some people that, have played for you and that are really good and eventually go professional or get, drafted into good colleges and stuff like that, right? But like when you're at a professional level, then that you're there to be like criticized and that footage is available.
Yeah.
When you're a 13-year-old girl, no. And kids have to deal with so much today. And like you were talking about with Nick earlier, I went to school without no social media as well, right? I graduated in 99. I am so glad that I did not grow up during social media. I could not imagine the level of bullying and the level of like self-esteem knocks that you get with social media and all this kind of stuff. And I think that's a little bush league. It's a little bit of a low blow, in my opinion. And I think this dude should have better things to do than make fun of a 13-year-old girl striking out, man.
Well, she didn't strike out. She was actually catching. She went to throw down the third and stepped on her shoelace and went down. It was kind of funny at the moment, all right? And she laughed it off and she was fine. But
you should get consent before you post that then. Be like, hey, do you mind if we use that?
Right. But they knew the answer would be no. So, but what sticks in my craw is you created a blooper reel, put it, under your team's banner of an opposing player falling down. Okay, and here's the problem. The dad that took the video and posted it, here's the best part, okay? His daughter was pitching, and we cracked the hell out of her, dude. We were spraying hits all over the field, okay? So I don't exactly know where you get off making fun of somebody else. Dude, your daughter's ERA for that game must have been like 22.4.
Yeah, that's what you got to do in retaliation, is put up the supercut of all the hits, right? And do the graphic that ESPN does where you see them all like how far they go and everything like that. That's what you need.
Let me say this. I would never do that. I would never do anything like that to another kid. As much as I think her dad was out of line, I would never do that to a kid. However, what I can do okay, is softball is a very small community, especially at the higher levels. Okay. Let me put it to you this way. We went to Staten Island tournament, the Tunnels to Towers. One of the reasons I went was because I told you one of the tournament directors was an a retired New York City firefighter, and so it's his personally. He thinks it's a big thing. Well, it is a big thing, but he himself is involved, so he calls out to all the people he knows. So we went, obviously, support a great cause, and the teams are great, so it's great competition. But you got to understand, it's a really tight community. So I have a running joke with the guy, right? 3 years ago, we went to his facility, loved their concession stand. They had sausage and peppers. Next year we go, I go, where are the sausage and peppers? He goes, we got rid of it. It's too complicated to make. I go, what? I said, I'm not coming to any of your tournaments. We start laughing. So this time, different facility. I asked him, where are my sausage and peppers, right? The middle of our second game, these two smaller girls from his 10U team with their jerseys on, whatever, comes running out, right? And during a break in the game, they come running onto the field. I'm walking off from first base. I'm first base coach. And they hand me this bag. They delivered it to me. And they said, hey, this is from Coach Reno. So he went out, sent somebody out, got me sausage and peppers. It was fantastic, by the way. Okay, from this great Italian place in Staten Island. And had his two younger players deliver it to me on the field. All right. That was a running joke because our parents were asking, did Coach Rex just order food on the field? Okay. They delivering it to him or what? But my point is, yes, sir, Travis, I certainly do, my friend. So unfortunately for this head coach, his team will be in a tournament where I will be tournament director. I'm going to say things are not going to go that smooth for you at that tournament. It's what I'm saying. So I will punish the team for it, but I will not punish an individual kid.
So you're not petty enough to retaliate and put up another video of his people and this and that, but you will retaliate abusing your power as tournament director to make his life miserable is what you're saying.
You bet. So this happened within the confines of the softball world. So I will retaliate within the confines of the softball world because you know why? It's not that 13-year-old pitcher's fault. She didn't do anything. She didn't tell her dad to post it. Okay, she just went out there and pitched. Right? The dad shouldn't have posted it, but his daughter's a young player. I understand you don't get it. Okay, you don't understand the rules. The coach does, and it took. Hey, look, you're a YouTube expert, okay? You produce your own shows, right? How long does it take you to remove a video from your channel?
A second.
Okay.
It's literally 2 clicks, bruh.
It took a full 34 hours before the video was removed. Back and forth Texas, back and forth. It's still there. Why isn't it removed? See, that's what gets under my skin, okay? I made a respectful request that you remove it. That's not cool. Parents are upset. And you took another 34 hours to get that taken down. Okay? Yeah, your schedule's going to be rough on a crappy field. I'm sorry. Okay? All right? To teach you something that listen, we're all connected here. If one of my parents did it and somebody called me, another coach, and made that request, I would immediately contact the parent and tell them, remove it now or your daughter will sit next tournament.
Yeah.
Period. End story. Okay. Now that I don't feel is embarrassing a player, but you come on as a team. So, as a family. So if your family is not going to acquiesce, well, guess what? This is what's going to happen.
I believe in being stand-up people when it comes to your industry, right? I've never released videos of Bueller's bloopers. You know what I'm saying? Of all the evidence of Bueller not being able to actually do anything on a stream or actually come across as an intellectual or eloquent or anything like that. I would never do anything like that to my buddy Bueller.
But so, to me, it seems that's fair. Okay. Your organization, you put up the blooper reel, so your organization as a whole is going to be punished. And yes, please hit the thumbs up, okay, when you get a minute. But just want to throw that out there. Center 24, I have way too much fun, and I get to hang out with my kid. I got to be honest with you. There's no way I would walk away from it. You know, the month of August when we were off, I didn't even get called that much. So it's like it's the meantime. All right, so we did a recap. All right, let's do Marvel Team Up because these are cool. All right, these we did with the back issues, but these are high grade. All right, so these are all 9.0, 9.2, 8.5, 9.0, 9.2. All right, so they are all high grade. So starting off, Marvel Team Up number 2 from 1972. It is a 9.0. Spider-Man and Human Torch. And it's a 9.0, and we've got this one for, let me see, $76.
I never understood this costume for Sandman. Like, I know that they were trying to update him and do something, but they always go back to that classic look. But this was a weird era of trying to make Sandman, I guess, cooler or something. And this is like an Image comic book costume before. It's like 20 years before Image. This is actually well ahead of its time.
Right. All right. So then we have Marvel Team Up number 3 from 1972. Third appearance of Morbius. It is a 9.2, and we've got that one for $140.
Very cool perspective on this cover. I really, really like it.
All right. And next up, we have Marvel Team Up number 4 from 1972. Fourth appearance of Morbius. It is an 8.5, and we've got the one for $76.
You know, I always have this wonder, like this era when they were doing that like truncated kind of cover thing where they only had like 2/3 of the cover actually be original art. I wonder if they paid them 2/3 of a cover rate. I wonder.
They probably tried to.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. So then we have Marvel Team Up number 11 from 1973. Inhumans Kang appearance. 9.0, and we've got this one for $33.
You know, I always told myself, Black Bolt's the key to anything in the Marvel Universe. Galactus shows up, let just Black Bolt tell him to go away, and I think that would take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Black Bolt is so powerful, and it's actually very underutilized, but this is a great cover, and I love how the rings of his audio waves are kind of like mimicking the curve in the Spider-Man Inhumans logo. I like that.
All right, so the next up we have Marvel Team Up number 15 from 1973. Ghost Rider, 9.2, and we have this one for $110.
Spidey's going to have some road burn after this one, man.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Stevie B.
Oh, too funny. All right, then we have Marvel Team Up number 53 from 1977. First, John Byrne X-Men. It is a newsstand edition. It's a 9.2, and we've got the one for $65. All right, then we have Marvel Team Up number 65 from 1977. First U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. It is a 9.2. And we've got this one for $150.
It's a cool cover, but I am glad that they changed Captain Britain's costume.
You don't like the red?
I don't know. It doesn't quite work for me. It doesn't feel as iconic as the Captain Britain costume that we eventually get in like the Excalibur days. I don't know who designed that. Was it Alan Davis that designed that maybe? But that was really good stuff. Hey, I'll see Alan this weekend. I'll ask him.
Name drop. If you're playing the game, take a shot. All right. Next up, we got Marvel Team Up number 66 from 1978. Second appearance, a U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. And we've got this one for $32.
Every time, Rex, that I would read a comic or watch an animated TV series and Arcade was the villain, I, as a kid, would roll my eyes and just be like, oh, my goodness, please, next. Let's just move on, please.
Preston. All right. So next up, we have Marvel Team Up. Attaboy. All right. Marvel Team Up number 100 from 1980. First appearance of Karma, Frank Miller art. It is a 9.2. And we've got it for $32. Hey, Phil, how you doing?
There is not a lot of Fantastic Four artwork by one of my favorite artists, Frank Miller. So I love this cover.
All right. So then next up, we have Marvel Team Up number 103 from 1981. Ant-Man and Taskmaster appearance. It is a 9.2, and we've got the one for $25.
One of the biggest mistakes in Marvel Comics is that this should have been the death of Ant-Man, apparently. I mean, right? Like, how do you combat that?
So I want everybody, I want to take kind of a poll. What kind of high grade back issues, bronze, silver, would you guys like to see? So if there is a preference, throw it up in the chat. Okay. And I will try to direct it in that direction for Wednesday. All right. So if you have requests or preference, put it up in the chat there. All right. So let's do a real quick recap, Rex cap of the Marvel Team Up. All right. And then we have incentives. Let's see. Oh, no, we have sign books. We'll do that right after we do the Rex cap. All right. So we've got Marvel Team Up number 2 from 1972. Spider-Man Human Torch. It's a 9.0. We have that one for $76. Marvel Team Up number 3 from 1972. It is also a 9.2. Third appearance of Morbius. We have one available, and it's $140. All right, so John S. Okay, you would like Brave and the Bold. Okay, gotcha. I don't know how many we have, but I will look. All right. Okay, Mill Skills. Hold on. Mill Skills. Let's see. Avengers. Got it. X-Men. Got it. Silver Surfer. Got it. Let's see. FF.
I'd like to put my vote in there for Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night. I'd love to see some Bronze Age copies of those come out.
Robbie, give me a second. SM Silver. Let's see. And Bronze Age. Okay. All right. So, Robbie, what'd you say?
Tomb of Dracula, Werewolf by Night.
Dracula and Werewolf by Night. Okay, gotcha. All right, so what else we got here? Yes, we're pausing Rex cap. Dwayne's a pain. That's very specific. All right. Dwayne would like to see if we have, let's say, Justice League number 75. Okay. Well, Dwayne's a pain. That's a good idea, man. All right. John Spilios is expressing his love for Robbie.
Love you too, Spilio.
All right. So, okay. Got these suggestions down. All right. So, continuing on. Marvel Team Up number 4 from 1972. Fourth appearance of Morbius. It's an 8.5, and we have the one for $76. All right. Then we have Marvel Team Up number 11 from 1973. It is a 9.0 Inhumans Kang appearance. And we've got the one available for $33. Then we have Marvel Team Up number 15 from 1973. It is a 9.2 Ghost Rider appearance. And we have that one for $110. All right. Then we have Marvel Team Up number 53 from 1977. It is a 9.2. First John Byrne X-Men Newsstand Edition, and we have the one 9.2 available for $65. Then we have, hey, well, that's okay. We'll do it on a Monday. So that'll work out easy peasy. All right, Marvel Team Up number 65 from 1977. First appearance of U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. It's 9.2. We have that one for $150. And then we have Marvel Team Up number 66 from 1978. Second U.S. appearance of Captain Britain. It's a 9.2, and we have that one for 32. All right. So then Marvel Team Up number 100 from 1980. First appearance of Karma, Frank Miller art. It's a 9.2, and we have that one for 32. Then we have Marvel Team Up number 103 from 1981. It's a 9.2, Ant-Man and Taskmaster, and we have that one for 25. Yeah, I'm sure the kids are very excited about that there, Screech. When they're looking for a sugar rush. Here, read something.
At least he's not that dude giving out toothbrushes. You know what I'm saying?
True that, I guess.
I know people that give out toothbrushes during Halloween, and that's the worst.
Back in my day, with the problem was the sharp object in the candy bar.
Yeah, the razor blades, right, and the apples and the candy bars and poison candy and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So on sign books, we've got New X-Men Academy X number 1, signed by Randy Green. Very tough sig to get. And suggested retail originally was $19.99. We're going to slash that in half. All right. We're going to sell this one for $9.99.
Randy Green, I believe, did the album art for Eve 6's sophomore album, Horoscope, if I remember correctly.
Well, we can't get any cheaper than a sign book for $10. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So then we had Deja Thoris number 1 Atlas Signature Edition, signed by Amy Chu. Suggested retail of $30, and we have it for $19.12. The first appearance of Deja Thoris. All right, Tacoma Geeks, you got it, buddy. All right. So this is one of the Atlas editions, signed by Amy Chu. Love her work. All right. So then next up, we got Mars Attacks Red Sonja number 1. John Layman signed Atlas edition. Suggested retail of $49.99. And we've got it tonight for $19.73.
This was a very fun book. I enjoyed this immensely.
All right. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man number 62, signed in silver by David Michelin. It is suggested retail of $69.99, and we have the one available tonight for $50. All right, and then hold on one second. Oh, this computer's getting so slow, man. All right, sorry guys. All right, so then we have. All right, then we have Batman Hidden Treasures number 1, double signed by Ron Mars and Len Wein. We have its number 1 of only 75 signed. You got it, Claiming Spy. You got it, Tacoma. All right, so this is dual signed by Ron Mars and Len Wein, who, Len Wein, obviously very sad, passed away several years ago. Okay, negative on Spidey. Okay, no problem, Tacoma. All right, so this one's double signed, obviously, by Ron Mars and Len Wein, and we have this one for $49.99. So I think Len Wein passed away, 2017, something like that?
Sounds about right, but it's still tragic, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely is. All right, so to do a quick recap of the signed books, you know what? I'm going to include the left sketch covers we have left. No problem, Tacoma. No worries. All right, so another Rex cap. Here we go. Green Lantern number 13, signed with Star Sapphire's cover sketch by Ken Haeser. It's number 77 of only 100 that he did. Suggested retail of $99.99, and we have it for $69.99. Then we did Captain America number 695, signed with Captain America versus Hydra cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $129.99, and we have it tonight for $69.99. All right. Yeah, it kind of does, but that means we're getting older. The older you get, the quicker time seems to fly. All right, so then we had Deja Thoris, number 1, Atlas Signature edition, signed by Amy Chu. Suggested retail of $29.99, and we've got it for $19.12. Then we had Mars Attacks, Red Sonja, number 1, John Layman, signed Atlas edition. Suggested retail of $49.99. We've got the one for $19.73. Then we had Ultimate Spider-Man number 62, signed in silver by David Michelin. Suggested retail of $69.99, and we have it for $50. Then finally, we had Batman Hidden Treasures, number 1, double signed by Ron Mars and Len Wein. It is number 1 in the edition of only 75 signed, and we have it tonight for $49.99. Impossible item to reproduce. That's for sure. Okay, we're going to take our last and final break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes, and we have some incentives, and then Screech will come in and do his thing. All right, so stay with us.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
Comic Collectables is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Haeser and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectables with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hey, we're back. Okay, so Tacoma Geeks. If Nick sees it and has time, he might come in. But I believe the print run is about 50 on any type of metal covers. That's generally that number. So there aren't a whole lot of them out there. They did come out really nice. I know Tacoma. Tacoma, you're torn about the Ultimate Spider-Man. All right. I'm sorry. I wish we had the red, but we don't. What I can do, if it makes it any easier, I know you're kind of torn. All right, so because it's you, I can do the Ultimate Spider-Man number 62, signed by David Michelin. All right, we had it at 50. I can do it for you at 40, if that makes it any easier. If not, that's okay too.
Or for an extra $10, Rex can go over David's signature with a red marker.
And nobody would want that, ever. Let me tell you something. The only time my signature is worth something is when it's at the bottom of a check. Okay? I guarantee you, my friend. All right. So, and let's see. Jets came over to myself. My time slowed down. CVB, I got to tell you, man, I feel so bad for all my Jets friends that are Jets fans. It's just brutal. It's just brutal what happened. I think the entire NFL got cheated. I think it would have been a lot of fun to watch. I think the Jets would have been real contenders with Aaron Rodgers, but yeah, what are you going to do? But I hear he got some sort of super duper special surgery, so he should be back in 4 months or something like that. I read about that, but who knows? No worries, Tacoma. So who knows if that's true? But maybe you'll get a bionic replacement ankle. I don't know, man.
We can build you better, faster, stronger.
All right. So let's do the incentives. All right, here we go. Let's keep his leg in the dark. All right. So we've got Batman and Robin, Volume 3, Number 1, 125 ratio by Clay Mann. Yeah, Mill Skills, you're probably right there. All right, so it's trading out in the wild for $25, and we have it tonight for $15. We do have more, some quantities of that, so we do have more than one.
This was a real fun book written by my friend Joshua Williamson, and I really like this. This is kind of like an homage to like Frank Miller, Dark Knight Returns, right? With Carrie Kelly, Robin, and Batman. Yeah,
I would agree. Yeah. All right, so we have that tonight for $15. Hey, Preston, that's a good one. Oh, man. All right. So Batman and Robin, Volume 3, Number 1, 150 ratio by Cale New. It's trading out there for $50, and we've got it for $20.
This is gorgeous. I really like this cover. I like that the perspective on that city right there in particular.
All right. First game already injured. Could be. You could be right, Tacoma. Who knows? All right. So then next up we have Batman and Robin, Volume 3, Number 1, 1 in 100 ratio by Simone DeMeo. Trading out there for $100, and we've got it tonight for $60. All right, so then we have Daredevil, Volume 8, Number 1, 125 ratio. Pepe Larraz variant. Trading out in the wild for $25, and we've got it for $20.
I was really nervous about this Daredevil run coming off of a pretty much modern legendary run by Chip Zdarsky, but this first issue by Saladin Ahmed and Aaron Kuder was actually really, really solid.
All right, so then you know what? I agree with you, CJ, but the other part of it is the dude's 39, okay? That's the other problem. He's getting old and brittle. I mean, not everybody's going to be Tom Brady and play that long. And you could see that last season, you could see he was missing a step. He was slower. You could tell. You could see the age on the man. So, all right. So next up, we got Daredevil Volume 8, Number 1, 1 in 100 ratio. Edukure variant. Wow, that's a tough one. Trading out in the wild for 125, and we have it tonight for 100.
This is a great cover, and I'm very shocked and surprised Nick did not keep this for himself.
All right, thanks, it weird. All right, next up we got Daredevil, Volume 8, Number 1, 1:100 ratio, Frank Miller variant. And it's trading out in the wild for 125, and we have it for 100.
It's one of my favorite covers of the week. It's Frank Miller doing one of the characters that made him a legend, and also a character that he made a legend. So I think this is absolutely fantastic.
True that. There you go. Nick answered you.
I'm surprised Nick probably has the original for this one. That's probably why he's willing to sell this Frank Miller variant.
It's the artwork, right? All right, then finally, Green Lantern Volume 7, Number 3, 125 ratio, Jack Herbert variant. Trading out in the wild for 25, and we've got it for $12. Yeah, I would agree, CJ. I would agree with that statement. All right, so quick Rex cap of the incentives. All right, so we have Batman and Robin, Volume 3, Number 1, 125 ratio, Clay Mann variant. Trading for 25, we have it for 15. Batman and Robin, Volume 3, Number 1, 150, Kale New variant. Trading the wild 50, and we've got it for 20. All right, then we had Batman and Robin Volume 3, Number 1, 1:100 ratio, Simone DeMeo variant. Trading out in the wild for 100, and we've got it tonight for 60. Then, yeah, Marcus. Daredevil Volume 8, Number 1, 125 ratio, Pepe Larraz variant. Trading out in the wild for 25, we have it for 20. Daredevil Volume 8, Number 1, 1:100 ratio, Edukure variant. Trading in the wild for 125, and we've got them tonight for 100. All right, then we had Daredevil Volume 8, Number 1, 1:100 ratio, Frank Miller variant. Trading for 125, and we've got it tonight for 100.
Rex, let me get your opinion on this. Now, I know we've been talking about Frank Miller a lot on this channel, and we were talking about his Wolverine cover, right? That everybody was like, oh, and I was like, no, but his other covers are amazing. Do you like this cover? I love this cover. I think this is amazing. It's like Daredevil by Frank Miller by way of Sin City almost. Like, I love it so much.
I gotta admit, I really like this cover. The black background kind of, brings that focus in. The Wolverine one,
the Wolverine one, you can tell that he put a little bit more effort into this one, if I had to say. But he just recently did a Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy Number 1 variant that I loved. I loved it so much. But this one's great. The Hulk one he did recently. I mean, Frank Miller still has it, y'all.
So, does anybody have an answer for Stevie B? Yes, CJ. Ooh. That's exactly the way I felt. Like this one, the Wolverine, meh.
Yeah, I would agree. The Wolverine one's not my favorite, but there's certain things about it that I like, certain ticks about it I like, but like, it's definitely the weakest out of all of these new ones that he's been doing.
I like to think maybe Frank Miller was drunk when he did that one.
Oh, Spilio, I love the Captain America Number 1 Frank Miller cover. It's coming out this week, as well as Ronin Book 2 Number 4, which has complete interior artwork from Frank Miller. So he's still doing it, y'all.
All right, so last book is Green Lantern Volume 7, Number 3, 125 ratio by the Jack Herbert variant. Trading out there for 25, and we have it for 12.
I'm just going to say this is a cool cover, but you know what I don't like about it? Hal never wears his ring when he's in the plane. He never wears the ring when he's in the jet. And that's one kind of thing I'm just like, come on, bro. Like, we know.
Oh, man. All right, so Tacoma, you're looking for ASM 50 and 129, huh?
I mean, is he looking for them graded or non-graded? And just tell me your budget, and I'll find you some copies.
Yeah, there's nothing important about Amazing Spider-Man 129, so that should be easy to find.
Oh, they only print a few 100,000 copies.
All right, so let me see. All right, so that brings us to the Screech part of the show. So you're just gonna talk about previews?
I'm gonna start with the book that came out last week.
Okay, you go.
It's awesome, and if you like Darkwing Duck, you should love Negaduck.
I have the trank gun behind me, people. So anytime you want to stop, I'll shoot him.
If I just follow, you know why. So Negaduck #1 came out last week, and what's cool about this is there's a foil cover, which is wonderful. We all love foil covers, but what's really great about this is that these were open order, so anyone in the country could order these. What's not open order are the website exclusives that are limited to only 100 copies each, only 100 dichromatic, 100 fiery. I have one of those copies each, so there's only 99 available. So these are the website exclusives, $20 each, but there's only 100 copies total. Boom, dynamite.com, and click the Disney button and you'll be there. So check those out.
One of my favorite books of the week, by the way, Alex, was The Negaduck. I loved that book. I thought it was so good. I'm loving y'all's Darkwing Duck books. I think they're amazing.
To be honest, I think that the artwork being really in that style really helps.
Yep.
Now that there's a difference because Gargoyles is more of a grittier style, but I think it fits Gargoyles better than an animated style would. Like this does this animated style is perfect for Negaduck.
And you never see that character spotlighted in that series or the old comic, so it's nice to see the spotlight on them. So
yeah, I mean, if you're going by volume, I believe our Darkwing Duck technically is overall maybe volume 3. This is the first Negaduck book ever made. So check those out. These two at your local retailer. These two, dynamite.com. So let's talk about some fun. So in this month's previews, this is stuff for September for November, stuff coming up in November. So I'm going to show you one page, just one page.
Hey, time out. You did send the pictures to Jay, yes? Yes. Because your Blair Witch thing was making me sick.
Don't worry. Last week was the technical run through.
He was moving the camera around. I think it was on Bueller's show, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was like Blair Witch project all over again. I was getting nauseous. Like, dude, stop moving the camera all over the place.
This is it's better. It's streamlined now. Speaking of unboxing video for John, we are hopefully going to be doing our own unboxing video once our 30-some CGC slabs come back from CGC from our collection. So I'm very excited to do that because even I don't know the grades yet. So it's going to be amazing. How's like pictures?
What?
Everything should. Don't scare me. So first things first. Dynamicforces.com. Now, if you're not able to go to your local retailer and buy one of these previews, you don't have to. So I'm showing you what's what. So
and a reminder, okay? Keep in mind, anything on the DF site, if you purchase something tonight, on Wednesday, whatever, we will include a coupon code you can use on the DF website.
Yes.
Where all these things are at, and you will automatically get a 10% discount once you insert that code. Okay? All right, continue, please.
CJ, they were not CGC's pre-screened. They were Alex pre-screened. So I picked the best copies of all the books.
That's why he's wearing the CGC sweatshirt.
And for more reasons than one.
Today he wanted to be pre-screened.
I don't want to talk about our CGC conversations today, right?
What?
I don't want to talk about
CGC. What?
Listen, I don't want to talk about it. We had a very interesting day.
Did you leave your cape in the car?
Maybe. I did press all the books with the CGC, so they were pre-screened by me. I picked the best copies. I pressed all the ones I thought we'd be pressing. So I'm very excited for this order. But let's get to what's coming out for you guys. Now, again, these are all going to be available in November. So you can either order these through your local retailer or order these on the Dynamic Forces website. Again, these will be coming out in November. We're going to start with Wolverine number 37. This is signed by Ben Percy. This is going to be $49.99, but we have this at $37. Look at that. It's Wolverine and Wolverine and Wolverine and Wolverine fighting Mullet Hulk. Who doesn't want that? So
I will tell you this. In my retailer groups on Facebook and on socials and stuff, like all of us retailers get together, we talk about stuff. There has been a lot of movement from customer interest on this issue of Wolverine. So there's something that's happening in this issue of Wolverine that's making some movement. So definitely worth checking out.
So we're going to offer it signed by Ben Percy for $37. But it must be very popular because we actually have a second Wolverine 37 solicit. This is Wolverine 37, signed by Greg Capullo. Yep, Greg Capullo doing Wolverine. Look at those bloody claw covers. And this is MSRP of $49.99. So
we're about to get a whole slew of Greg Capullo Marvel covers leading up to him doing a new Marvel book with the interior artwork, and I could not be more excited. This is awesome. Greg Capullo is one of the best, y'all.
Yeah, Tacoma Geeks. God, I hope not, because Robbie will grow one.
No, I won't, bro. I promise you that, Rex.
So those two awesome Wolverine solicits are going to be great. Can't wait to see Capullo. But we also have a great Hulk solicit, Incredible Hulk number 6. This is signed by Philip Kennedy Johnson. MSRP is $29.99, but we've got it for $26.66. And yes, that is Ghost Rider riding on Hulk's head. So really cool.
One of my favorite Marvel books right now is Hulk. This book just keeps heating up. Fans are loving it. It's one of the top selling books at my shop.
So Philip Kennedy Johnson has been doing great with whatever he's doing, be it Alien or anything he's been writing has been awesome. So have the opportunity to get this already signed by PKJ for $26.66. Moving on to Rose Besh, a great artist who's basically been breaking out recently. We got 2 cool covers for her. First is Superman number 6. This is the Rose Besh cardstock variant. So this is a higher quality paper anyway, and we're offering this CGC graded for $99.99. Already graded, already ready to go. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to get the book yourself and send it into the private signing that she's doing. You can already have this book graded for you. Boom. Don't even worry about that. So $99.99 for Superman. And to go with Superman during the day, well, who's at night? Batman.
Huh.
Rose Besh's Batman, number 137. This is also cardstock variant, and this is also $99.99. And both covers go together. Very similar to the Jim Lee Superman 204, Batman 608. How they're basically 2 sides of the same coin, where you got that here with Rose Besh. So Superman 6, Batman 137, CGC graded. And again, we don't guarantee any grades other than a 9.6 minimum. However, I can tell you that these are pre-screened, and obviously the high grades go out first, and it's very unlikely. I mean, I have not seen a 9.6 book go out in a very long time. It's not impossible, but I can almost basically tell you that these more or less most likely will be 9.8s you get. We do give out 9.9s too. Just be aware.
And the cool thing about the Superman cover by Rose is that's the first appearance of Superman wearing the Spawn cape.
Hey!
I've never seen Superman's cape do that, but like, I love it. I love it.
That's the Spawn/Venom's tongue cape.
Eric Larson had some input on that, right?
Now, the last actual single issue published book is a Star Wars book. This is Star Wars Dark Droids D Squad. Now, without spoilers or very, very small spoilers, August, September, October, November, and December is Dark Droids crossover month for Star Wars. Basically, there's a more or less droid disease called the Scourge, which has taken over droids. It's a sentient virus that has taken over all the droids that controls droids, and it's going throughout the galaxy. So this crossover is throughout every single Star Wars title. What the D Squad is they haven't made it official, but there's actually a sect of droids that are self-conscious, and they're aware of their I mean, not that they're not aware of their droids, but they're aware that they're, how do I say this? They're more conscious than other droids. So I believe this D Squad is a group of those droids that get together to fight the Scourge. But this is the first issue in the series, and this
the word you're looking for is sentient.
Yeah, thank you. What did I say?
Self-conscious.
That too. So this is MSRP of $39.99, but this will be signed by Mark Guggenheim for $29.99. So Dark Droids #1. Some of the best droids in the galaxy on that cover, of course, Chopper, IG-88, Forlom, Pit Droid, BT and 000, and of course, R2-D2. No BB-8 because BB-8 wasn't. Maybe we don't know where BB-8 was during this time period. So we are Dynamic Forces, so we do have some awesome sketch covers as well. And following the Star Wars trend, might as well kick it off with the book that I'm sure everyone is super excited about, super relevant. This is Star Wars with Ahsoka Tano's sketch by Ken Haeser. I don't want to say too much because there's no spoilers for a show that just came out, but
so close. You're going to see a submission form at the top. You can click that, or Jay, if you could throw my email up, please send us an email. Okay, so if you think you won one, send us an email. So all slabs for the giveaways of the EXP 2K have been sent out. So I think that first of all, Close, let me ask you, did you actually fill out the submission form within 24 hours after winning? That's very important, because if you didn't fill that out, then that slab went back into the grouping for another giveaway, just so you know. So you can go ahead and hit submission form, or Jay will throw my email up in a second. But either or, go ahead and click. Tell us what, very important, Close, what show you want it on, okay, the date of the show, and what the slab was. Okay, and I, myself and Amy will research it in the morning tomorrow and try to get you an answer. Okay, but at this point, I don't have your email or anything, so I'm going to need you to do that for me. Okay, thanks.
Yes, please reach out. So Ken Haeser, Ahsoka Tano sketch. And if you're watching the show, you know how important this last episode was.
I really enjoyed it too. This one I've really enjoyed.
We've basically been waiting 08, so 15 years. 15 years to see what we saw.
I just didn't know that Ahsoka had a Ken Haeser tattoo on her arm. I think that's dope.
That's how important Ken Haeser is.
It was a late night.
Throughout the galaxy.
Late night blue milk drinking binger. She and Ken got matching tattoos. He's got her name on it. She's got his name. It's great. So Ken Haeser signed and sketch, $99.99 MSRP. Ken Haeser also did this amazing Immortal Thor. Again, Immortal Thor is the new series, Al Ewing series. And this is the blank for Immortal Thor. Great cover. Ronald, Ahsoka Tano is $99.99. And again, keep in mind, these are all going to be in previews. These are in Previews magazine. This is stuff that will come out in November. So you can order this from your local comic store or dynamicforces.com. So this Ken Haeser Thor sketch, MSRP $99.99, but we love the year he came out. We love the issue he came out. So this is going for a very special Journey into Mystery, $83. And finally, let's go full circle back to Wolverine, back to Hulk, because we all love Hulk vs. Wolverine. This is Hulk #1. This is an awesome Wolverine Hulk sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. I love the scale of this because Wolverine is small enough to sit on Hulk's arm. But again, this is a great dual body sketch. MSRP is $149.99, but we will have it as a special for $99.99. So again, everything I went over today is page 3 of 4 of our solicits for Dynamic Forces in this month's previews. Previews can be picked up from your local comic store. They have one in stock, or you can check out our Dynamic Forces website at dynamicforces.com. Again, around the Ahsoka Tano price is listed in previews for $99.99. If anyone has any questions regarding anything Dynamic Forces or anything solicits, please reach out. Please let us know. Remember, Dynamic Forces we are buying collections. So if you have something to sell to us, let us know. You can email me directly at alex.domsky@dynamite.com or fill out the form and say something to sell. As long as we get the information, we will follow up. So that's been your Screech time. I'm Screech.
Well, at least he's embraced the name. Huh?
I love Alex so much. I do. I love Alex so much. I really do, because he embraces all of the bits. Alex, I love you, bro.
I don't know if Travis is still in the room, but Travis, with our buddy Comics with Bueller, was the one who actually gave Screech the nickname Screech. So gotta give credit where credit is due. Okay, so I'm not taking credit for that.
I mean, it could have been. It could still be Shia. It could have still been Shia.
I think Screech is better than Shia.
Yes, by like leaps and bounds. All right. So what time tonight? 9?
Yeah, 9 Eastern, sleepaway camp on PCP Movie Night for Horror Fest.
There you go. All right, and then
You're Next. Have you done one on You're Next yet?
We did You're Next on Dylan's Horror Show last year for Horror Fest, and it was the first time I ever watched it, Nick. I loved that movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah, that's like one of the best intense psychological thriller murder movies.
Home invasion, right? But it subverts all your expectations. You never know what's going to happen in that movie. I loved it. I loved that movie.
It took 40, I think it's like a half hour or so before you found out what the real intent is. Because when it starts, hey, spoiler, the movie's 10 years old. But when you first start off with the neighbors getting killed, you're thinking it actually is just crazy killers. Yeah. And then when you find out the real thing, you're like, oh my God. And they had a pretty cool twist ending. It really had a cool twist ending.
That's a real cool movie. If we ever do it on PCP, Nick, you have to join us for that one since you love it so much.
So just to confirm, you're doing an interview with Alex this week, right? To promote the mystery boxes.
Yeah, me and Alex are gonna get together, and Alex is one of my favorite people that works for you right now, Nick, and I'm very excited to have a series of videos with Alex talking about some really cool stuff coming up.
Yes, there will be a Devil's Advocates tonight. And John, I got your email and your text, buddy.
So remind everybody about Friday night and the starting at $1.
Amazing Spider-Man 34. Everything else we talked about is off the table.
Whoa, time. Jay, I'm going to need you to take that clip and email it to me, please.
Amazing Spider-Man 34 cover by John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna. Best offer starting at $1.
Best offer starting at $1. Now, I will
add, and we'll have at least 3 or 4 pieces of art under $100.
If we get, how many people did you say? 100,000 subscribers
by the end of the month.
By the end of the month, we will be able to see a picture of Nick Barucci with a perm from the 1970s, 80s, maybe.
No. You got confused.
I'm sorry.
If this Friday we either have 100 people in the room, or we break the $18,000 worth a week from Friday, I'll show the photo. No, a week from Friday, I'll show the photo. I was kidding when I said if we get 100,000 subscribers that I'd get a new perm. I'll show the photo a week from Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is reneging on the deal. No. If we get to 100,000, you will not get a new perm.
Oh my God!
I suggest that we start a pressure campaign.
Eddie sent the picture of me on the Home Shopping Network when I wore.
Oh! and here I have to go back to my computer. All right.
Hold on, real quick, Preston. That snippet of Nick dancing in the red pants should be in our shorts because I'm pretty sure I posted it.
All right, I'm going to need to, now that I have that email, I'm going to be renegotiating with Nick. So I got to go. All right. So anyway, listen, everyone, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Remember, we'll be back Wednesday, summer format, 1 hour, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back with Robbie on PCP at noon on Friday for the topic of the day. And then, of course, Nick will be on at 7 p.m. Hopefully I can convince him again to show the hair and get a new perm if we can get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Okay, it's worth it. Sheldon, good night, buddy. All right, but thank you again. Don't forget to check out 9 p.m. Okay, Dylan's Horror Show. They are doing sleepaway camp.
PCP movie night. PCP movie night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's right. So go to Robbie's channel, PCP, to catch that. It's always a great time. All right. And thank you, Jay, as always, for pushing all the buttons. We appreciate you guys. All right. Be safe. We'll see you Wednesday.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.